The NBA Finals have already started, and the Milwaukee Bucks are already down 2-0. While some people may think it might end up as a sweep or a 5-game series, let's talk through some of the absurd yet amazing possible scenarios. Catch it, rip it, pound, crossover, pound, drives, jumps, pull up, three, splash. Alright, this video I'm going through the perfect movie-like endings to the NBA Finals this season. So make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what you think of each scenario, if it's even possible at all. But let's get right into it with the first one, the comeback trilogy. Some of these will be just made up things I thought of, and I have a few at the ends. They're like parodies to actual movies, so make sure to stay tuned for the whole thing. So, the comeback trilogy, part 1. The word itself says, I'm possible. In this hypothetical world, the Bucks go down 3-0. But, in a seemingly impossible situation, for the first time in the NBA, and in the finals, a team comes back from being down 3-0 to win the championship. In Game 4, as the minutes wind down, it's a close game, they're seconds away from their season coming to an end, they squeak out a win to keep the series alive. Then in Game 5, they win by 10. On the road win, impressive victory, still down 3-2. Then in Game 6, another close game, back and forth, last minute they pull away. Chris Middleton hits some shots, Giannis hits some free throws finally, and they take a win at home. Game 7, the best 2 words in the history of sports, and they end up winning off a final shot maybe, off some Giannis free throws maybe, who knows. Plus, SportsCenter, Bleacher Report, ESPN, they have so many Giannis and LeBron comparisons now. Between the block, the comeback, whatever. The free throw struggles. They can compare these guys for years. Part 2, the prodigal holiday. Strange name, but it makes sense. So Drew Holiday's been atrocious. He's been missing layups, taking step back threes for some reason. And he plays like, in this situation, he plays like crap for the first 5 games, so that's pretty realistic. And for, the first 46 minutes of Game 6, but for the last minute or 2 at the end, hits some shots, finally converts those layups, and ends up pushing the series to Game 7. And in Game 7, he clamps up some dudes, drops 50 points, the Bucks win, and he's named Finals MVP. That's the sequel in the comeback trilogy. Alright, the part 3, the necessities. So Giannis or Booker or Chris Paul, one of these guys goes down early in Game 3 with an ankle injury or a hyperextended shoulder or a broken nose thing, and end up missing supposedly the rest of the series and the season or something. Maybe they tear something, meniscus or whatever, I don't know. And it's a back and forth series after that, goes down to Game 7, and with 5 minutes to go, Giannis says, you know what, I'm this close to winning a ring, I'm not letting this thing slip away. Or Chris Paul goes, you know what, this is the only chance I've had in my life to win a championship. I'm not coming this close again. Let's go out and get this thing. With 5 minutes left, he goes out, whoever it is, gets some buckets, and gives their team a boost in the last 5 minutes for the win. Talk about a comeback. Season-ending injury that ultimately leads to the hero of the season. Alright, now that we've made up one, a miracle shot. Game 7, the best 2 words in sports. Back and forth. 2 evenly matched teams. Comes down to the final 7 seconds of the game. Why 7? I don't know. I want an even number. And reminiscent of the UCLA Gonzaga March Madness game, Chris Middleton hits a tough floater or something to put the Bucks up by 2 with 4.9 seconds to go, which is just enough time for Devin Booker, who's double teamed on the inbound, get away from the double team, catch it, rip it, pound, crossover, pound, drives, jumps, pull up, 3, splash. Or maybe just finally connects him on the half-court heaves he's been taking. Alright, now we'll get into some parodies The Mighty Suns. I wanted to do the Mighty Bucks because it's the Mighty Ducks parody. I wanted to do the Mighty Bucks, but it just worked a lot better with the Suns. Basically, Monty Williams is the coach in this situation. If you don't know the Mighty Ducks plot, you can just Wikipedia it or something. I haven't watched the movie, so I can't tell you. But I did look at the plot, so this does make sense, I promise you. Monty Williams is the coach that gets like the DUI or whatever, and ends up having to, yeah, it's a DUI, gets community service, yeah. So he joins the Suns. Monty Williams joins the Suns. A team that's been atrocious for years. They haven't made the playoffs for like 10 seasons. They're terrible, but they do have a young guy or two that can be a star in the future. And in the Mighty Ducks, they get a bunch of new equipment, and Monty's teaching them how to, or in the movie, new equipment, coach teaching them how to play hockey. And this, Monty Williams comes, brings in Chris Paul. They teach the Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton how to play basketball, basically. And eventually they learn how to win. And then in Game 7, when it seems like all hope is lost, they turn to their young stud, Mikal Bridges. And he hits the game-winning shot of Drew Holiday. Yay! Alright, this last one is called Money Bud. It's a parody of Moneyball, which I have not watched as a rated R as well, but I did look at the plot. But after going down like 3-1 or something, this is all hypothetical obviously because it's a 2-0 series. Going down 3-1, facing Game 5 on the road, the infamous Coach Bud, who either makes no adjustments or makes bad adjustments, decides to change it up a little bit, or like a lot of a bit. Because the Moneyball, the Oakland A's manager, who I think Brad Pitt played, but it's based on a true story actually, true story. This manager for the A's comes in, uses all the analytics, they end up winning or whatever, and then Coach Bud completely flips the game plan, just turns it all around. He says, nah, this ain't working. Illegally hires Mike D'Antoni for the analytics, and Daryl Morey kind of, gives him some feedback, I guess, and he completely changes the Bucks system, and the Bucks make, once again, a historic comeback, down 3-1, but they flip the game plan, end up winning the NBA Finals, and winning their first ring in like 80 years, or whatever. So, good job, Money Bud. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make and record, so leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll be back next Saturday, probably with some more final stuff. Who knows, maybe I'll finally be able to get the how the Milwaukee Bucks were robbed of a championship title out, if they end up losing. We'll see. Until next Saturday. Peace.